City's premier custom closet and storage company. We provide complete storage solutions for all price ranges and projects, backed by our 20 years of experience. Whether it's a closet, pantry, garage storage, floor coatings, entertainment center, laundry room, home office, custom bookcases, and window coverings, Closets Las Vegas will give you the look and feel you want in your home. Please contact me, Pat, for your free consultation, and don't forget to ask about 0% financing for 18 months. I look forward to working with you.
Attention contractors, remodelers, and homeowners. Is your renovation becoming a pain in the glass? Here at Glass Vegas, we take care of all of your glass needs, from a broken window to custom shower doors, mirrors, wine enclosures, storefronts, railings, and much more. We can even help you with new or replacement thermally broken windows. We're a full-service, woman-owned glass company that provides unparalleled workmanship, excellent communication, and great customer service. Glass Vegas, we do glass with class.
Is your credit score holding you back from purchasing a home? GC Credit Coaches is a repair company that's made easy. Their goal is to challenge and remove all negative errors that hurt your credit score. On average, GC clients see about 10.2 negative items removed over 4 months. Start improving your credit score today with a simple 2-minute online enrollment for a free consultation and a complete credit audit. GC Credit Coaches offers competitive monthly pricing, no contracts, no hidden fees, and the service stops once you are satisfied. GC Credit Coaches removes inquiries, collections, charge-off bankruptcies, and repossessions. Don't forget to visit gccreditcoaches.com.
Does your house look like and have you been considering remodeling your home for some time now? Well, if you love real estate like I do and appreciate the attention to detail in the craftsmanship required to build a remodel or a gorgeous home, then I got the perfect company for you. Guys, I highly recommend Design Zone Remodeling. They are a stellar company that will turn your outdated home into your own personal sanctuary. They specialize in bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, and full house remodels. Design Zone Remodeling has a reputation for excellent workmanship, competitive fees, and being able to offer a wide range of services and deliver the outstanding results to their clients. I use Design Zone Remodeling on my personal properties. Give Design Zone Remodeling a call today at 725-223-0871 or visit their website at designzoneremodeling.com to request a free consultation today. Hi Chakits, I have been following you and watching your YouTube channel for years.
I have decided to finally relocate to Las Vegas and want to start a new chapter in my life. I know you're the perfect realtor to help guide me to find my next dream home. I am looking for a modern kitchen, large backyard with a pool and a golf course community.
My name is Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, a licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I help buyers like this all the time, so if you're looking for a licensed professional, give us a call at 702-319-1092 or visit lvhomeexperts.com. Buying a home starts here.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the LV Home Experts podcast. I know today's a little bit different with the camera angle. We are changing up our studio. So we actually got John. He's working the switchboards and stuff like that. Do I have audio, John?
Yep.
All right, guys, this is kind of like a test run too as well. So John's going to be helping me out every single Wednesday. It's kind of very hard to work the switchboard and, you know, constantly have a dialogue with our guests. So, you know what? We're going to change some things up. We're going to change up the lighting too as well. And I think this is more of a, you know, intimate settling. Is that what you call it, John?
Intimate setting.
Intimate setting. Okay. Now, the Las Vegas housing market. There's a lot of things is going on right now. A lot of people think the market has tanked. Unfortunately, the market has not tanked. I do have the market statistics today from the last 7 days to give you guys a better idea what's going on with the housing market and what to expect for the fourth quarter of 2023. Now, before I get into that, there's a lot going on right now in Las Vegas. One of the things I've noticed is traffic has been very crazy. They're doing a lot of construction, especially around the 215 Beltway and the 15. Also, I think what's happening right now with the F1, you know, I used to always drive down the strip every weekend, right? Like after our adventures with the wifey, and I literally stay away from the strip now like a plague because, you know, they really narrowed it down to 2 lanes. And with this F1 coming in, and I think it's coming in November, right, John?
Yep.
You know, they're spending millions and millions of dollars to put this production together, which is, it's great for the city because they're going to make a lot of money. However, it's such an inconvenience for all the people that live here in Las Vegas. However, it's, you know, really good as far as bringing money in. So I do like that. However, we got to go through some of the pain as far as traffic, because traffic right now is just unbelievable across the valley. Now, it's not like traffic in Hawaii. It's not like traffic in California. Okay. The other thing is that here in Las Vegas right now, where was I going with this? I think I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, the Durango Casino. I cannot believe how fast they had built the Durango Casino. I think a couple more months, I mean, they're about to be open. The fascinating thing was, I think they started the project probably maybe a year and 6 months ago, which is very fascinating. Now, I want to talk about this story, and it's really bothered me with this builder, okay? And I don't want to throw this builder under the bus. I mean, if you want me to tell you who this builder is, you know, give us a call and I'll let you know. But I'm going through a situation right now with a builder where I have a client that is purchasing a brand new home. And we are entitled for a home inspection. And it literally clearly says it on the contract that we can actually do a home inspection. And typically, I like to do the home inspections before the walkthrough, the first walk, because you have a first walk and a second walk. But let's identify what is the first walk. The first walkthrough allows a consumer, if you read the contract, allows the consumer, the buyer, to walk through the property, right? And it allows the buyer to pick and point out any items that they want the builder to fix. And I think that's fair, and it should be like that. Also, this allows the buyer to go through their home with the builder, and it's called a new home orientation process where they teach you about the home, the functions of the home. And as they're going from wall to wall, you can pick and choose, like, hey, I want this fixed. I'm not satisfied with this. And it says it on the contract that the buyer has a right to do that. However, 99.9% of the time, the buyers are not mechanically inclined, right? Building a home is not as easy as you think it is. So, to ensure that the home is built correctly, because the builders are using trades, right? Remember this. The builder is a corporate company that has hired a sales team. They've also, can I get one of those 2 York, please? Can I get a Diet Coke? There's some change right in there. Could you give me a Diet Coke, please, York? Sorry about that, guys. So the builder has bought a plot of land, right? They hire trades to go in, but they have a superintendent that runs that track. Now, sometimes that superintendent may have more than they can actually handle. Now, a good superintendent, right, could manage roughly about 20 homes that is being built. I'm talking about from foundation to completion. Now, if they have a assistant with them, they could probably do about 30 to 40, right? Because remember, they have to organize all the trades. And every superintendent is not literally focusing on every single wall, every single cornering. All they're focusing on is the production line of how things are moving, right? The accountability is where the county will come in, the inspectors inspects the process as far as the foundation, the structural, right? The plumbing. And that's how the builders are actually regulated. Now, because they are building multiple homes at one time and going through that production line, excuse me, the superintendent, right, is getting a payload of work, Oh, you can come over here, York. Thank you. Appreciate it. You want to jump in on this podcast too or no? Now, when that takes place, what happens is this. Superintendent has so much work. At the end of the day, they're just trying to meet their quota because the builder's coming down on them and say, hey, look, it's fourth quarter. We got to get this shit done. And I understand that. Okay. Now, from a buyer's perspective, you want to make sure the last thing you want to do is you move in a home, the home has problems. Now you got to go through the whole home warranty process and you got to deal with all that. Because I can guarantee you right now, if you Google any builders in Las Vegas, if you take a look at the home warranty process and going through that process, it's a nightmare. It's complaints after complaints. So I like to do the home inspection with a certified home inspector first, so that way you could literally use that as a template as you're walking through the property in your initial first walk and to help identify what things are wrong. Because look, if you're just walking through the property, how do you know if the AC is working correctly? How do you know if your dual pane windows are installed correctly? Believe it or not, you can actually install dual pane windows incorrectly. Because the way that the dual pane windows work, it reflects the heat, right? If you have it in reverse, you're bringing the heat in. There's times where we actually do home inspections and we run into this problem. However, you're not going to be able to see it with the naked eye because we don't have the tools for it, right? So this builder, I had an argument with them yesterday, which is very disappointing and it really pisses me off. And that's the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention, okay? So the way that this builder is doing it is telling me that I have to do it in between my first walk and my final walkthrough. But the first walk, it says in the contract, if I see something I'm not happy with, we need to address it then. So by the time we do our final walk, all those items are done by the time we close on this deal. But it has to be written during the first walk. But they want me to do a home inspection after the first walk. Why? Because I tell you why. Because that superintendent, right? And if you're watching this, right? You're pissing me off right now. I'm serious. Because what you guys are doing is not cool. And I'm calling your ass out. Like, I'm serious about this shit. For real. So what they're doing is because the superintendent doesn't want me to pick apart that home so that way they can hurry up and close this deal and just pass it off to the home warranty department. Yes, that's what's taking place right now. And they want to call it is our protocol. Well, the problem is that this contract, right? I'm reading the contract. It does say that they can set up the home inspection at any time. It doesn't really specify it. Now, the funny thing about their protocol is I've closed many homes with them, and depending on which track you deal with, whoever the superintendent is, it's really at their discretion. And there should be a lawsuit against this because a consumer should have a right to do a home inspection and not deal with the problems after. And if you are a superintendent out there and you got a problem with that, give me a call because we could debate this all day long. Well, anyway, that is my rant for today, okay? At the end of the day, we're going to solve the problem. How we're going to solve the problem is this. I'm going to play the game because I'm going to meet the superintendent when we have a meeting that day. And I'm literally going to pick apart that property myself. That is correct. Okay? That's how we're going to solve this problem. And also, we're going to do a home inspection. Then we're going to go play this game and go through the home warranty process. But at the end of the day, I don't call the shots, right? The buyers do call the shots. My job is to explain how the process works and to make sure that you are protected and you understand the process, how the process works. Okay, enough for the rant because you're getting my blood boiling right now. Okay, am I good, John?
Yeah, everybody's going crazy on the comments right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like, get them, Chakits.
I don't know. It just really pisses me off. It really does, and it's just not cool, bro. Like, seriously. I have
Well,
a
someone
passion
said it sounds like Richmond, America.
Oh, shit.
And then someone else said, well, that sounds like any builder out there.
No, that's not true. So here's the thing. The last thing I want to do is get some sort of litigation, so I'm not gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, we're just reading the comments. We're not actually saying
I got it. Yeah. I got it. So, housing, which is kind of crazy, the market right now, okay? Oh, matter of fact, let us know in the comments below if you guys like this new format, if you guys like this new setup. Also, in addition to that, we are using Cat 6 power over Ethernet that actually controls this camera right here, right? However, it may be a little bit grainy, so that's why we're going to probably switch up to HDMI, correct, John?
Correct.
So we're going to switch up our new switcher, HDMI. We're going to make sure that we actually have some better quality for you guys, okay? Matter of fact, we did some overhead lighting that we're still waiting for some clips. So we're going to change a lot of things over, okay? Las Vegas housing market, believe it or not, things are popping off like crazy. We're going to go over through the median price point. We're going to be talking about single-family detached homes, condos, townhomes, all that good stuff. And also we're going to go over your comments too as well. So I actually got a report by the Las Vegas Realtors. It says the LVAR reports homes and condo pricing same as 1 year ago. Housing stats for September 2023. It looks like the Las Vegas reports released Friday by the Las Vegas Realtors shows that prices for local homes and condos hold steadily, matching prices from a year ago. Okay, let's see here. It says report shows that the median price point existing for a single family home sold in Southern Nevada through the MLS, which is the multiple listing service. This is where all licensed real estate agents, once you get licensed, you become a member of the National Association of Realtors and also at our local level, which is the GLVAR. This is where we input all our listings. So all your listings will come up on here besides the new home listings, okay? It says during September was $450,000, matching the median price in September of 2022. Local home prices are still below an all-time record of $482,000 set in August. That is correct. However, I did pull the stats here for today. A lot of times when we run our numbers, it really depending on how you run your numbers, you know, based upon the statistics of where you get that information from. I like to do every 7 days. The reason why I do 7 days, it gets me more ground level as far as like what's going on with the marketplace. And I think that's very important because you need to know what's going on now, right? So it says that the median price for a local condo and a townhome sold in September was $270,000. The same price in September of 2022. That is down 5.9% from an all-time high of $287,000. And this is true. I literally had a client that had purchased a home for about $285,000, and now she had contacted me about a week ago, and she decided, hey, I want to sell. Unfortunately, she's going to have to take a loss. I said, you know what? You're probably going to have to hold out for a little bit longer in order to sell your condo to break even. It's just an unfortunate situation, okay? Now, according to the president of the LVAR, a longtime local realtor, says this: housing supplies and recent rise in rates, right, continue to drive the housing market. Now, that doesn't make any sense. You have interest rates going higher, but it's still driving the housing market. The question is why? As John is over here sleeping and being bored. Well,
No, I'm not.
so the question is, okay, let's think about this. As interest rates are getting higher, your home pricing is more expensive, right? But why are people buying out here in Las Vegas? Why is the demand high? Because I get calls all the time like, you know, the housing market is going to tank. Housing market is done. That's not true right now, guys. People are still buying homes. Anything that's less than $450,000, you're literally getting multiple offers. Literally. And if you are a buyer in today's market, and I had a client that just contacted me with his brother-in-law thinking that he can get 6% from the seller, like towards closing costs and the buy down. And I said, look, you could possibly get it, but it wasn't like that, like how it was like 6 months ago when we bought your brother's home, okay? This is during the time period where sellers didn't know what was going on with the market. They just wanted like liquidated their home, right? So what they were doing is offering this, you know, buyers all kind of incentives. But now what's happening is a lot of people are literally getting used to today's interest rates, and the migration pattern out here is unbelievable. There's so much people moving out here from California. A lot of people moving from the East Coast. A lot of people moving from Hawaii because the cost of living is so high. But Vegas is like one of those places where, you know what? You get your cake. What is that saying? You get your cake and you get to eat it too or something? What is that, John? Tell me. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. But I don't know exactly how to say it.
Yeah, I don't know either. Let me know in the comments below. There's so much going on here in Las Vegas. Just the cost of living, right? It's unbelievable. Okay? There's so much demand that there's not enough supply, folks. There really isn't. And the reason why there's not enough supply is because of all those people that had bought with a low interest rate of 3.2 or even lower. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to sell. It's literally a gridlock pattern. The only way that this thing could literally tank, interest rates would have to be over double digits. Because the way things are going now, as you can see, rates are literally hovering at the 7.5%. Now, this also depending on if you're buying primary, secondary investment property. Sometimes it's even higher. But it doesn't make sense on the investment side. But I can tell you, all the people that are buying now are the people that just want a home. But if you are in today's market looking to buy a home, you're probably going to have to pay for your closing costs. Yes. Another thing that I'm seeing is that I have a lot of investors right now doing 1031 exchange, deferred in the capital gains, repositioning their money in another state that may not have as much to offer than Las Vegas and repositioning out here. That's what I'm seeing a lot. Okay. Matter of fact, multi-million-dollar buyers, they're still coming out here. Why? Because they got to park their money somewhere. Their money is eroding away through inflation, and inflation is high as it's ever been, even though Feds came out and said, hey, look, we've already adjusted for inflation. We're what, like at 4 or 3.2 or whatever it is. Let me know in the comments below because I haven't checked it, right? From all-time high at 9%. Dude, inflation's here, okay? And I personally, honestly believe how home pricing actually works, and the reason why it goes up, it's not because it's going up in value. It's going up because of the monetary policies that we have, whereas government spends more and more money, you have more money in the supply chain, you have that demand, and you're forcing the pricing to go up. Home pricing has only gone up because of money printing, and that's it. That's my belief. If you disagree, let me know in the comments below. I know I've got a lot of ranting going today, but it is what it is. So let's take a look at this. So it says here that by the end of September, the LVR reports that 4,066 single-family homes listed for sale without any short of offers. Okay? That's down 50% from the same time last year. Similar to the 1,035 condos and townhomes listed without offers in September presented a 44% decline from 1 year earlier. Now, the reports also total of 2,374 existing local homes, condos, townhomes sold in September compared to September sales were down 10.3% from homes, but up by 0.5% for condos and townhomes. Now, I just read that, and I have no clue what that means. And I don't know why. Maybe I was not paying attention. But it sounded good. And we're trying to have some fun here, too, as well. And plus, we're kind of testing everything out. So, hey, also let me know in the comments below, does your screen look grainy? Okay? Because sometimes it does come out grainy. So, a couple things we're going to be talking about. I want to talk about some rentals because we haven't talked about rentals for some time. I want to talk about rentals, apartments, rental high-rises, single-family residence, townhomes, and condos as well. Then we're going to get into the multifamily, single-family residence, condos, townhomes, all that good stuff. So first, I want to start off with single-family residence. Okay. So for single family residents, as of today, okay, this, give me a second here, under contract. So single family residents, the median price point right now is $450,000 as we discussed. The average days on the market right now is 15 days. Now, I want you to use this as a barometer, okay, when you're shopping for a home. $248 a square foot. What can you actually get right now for this price point? 1,899 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Okay. That being said, now I want to take a look at the rental side. But John, can you pass me my phone, please, or just toss it?
Yeah.
Just throw it. Bam! Oh, hit my bolto. All right. If you guys know what a bolto is, let me know. Okay. I want to do the math on this because I think this is very important here, guys. Okay. So we know that a single family residence right now is going for $445,000, right? Okay. Well, I'm sorry, $450,000. So we're going to do $450,000 according to this calculation that I have, or this calculator I have on this app with Zillow. And let's just say you're a first-time home buyer, and we're going to do 3% down. And look, I'm going to be real with you guys. That's all this is. 3% down, 7 point. You know what? I'm going to make this easy, 7.5%. So for a home in today's market, for $450,000, okay, at 3% down, or with 3% down at 7.5%, your monthly payment with taxes and insurance and principal and interest, whatever's, right, is $3,392. So if you're sitting on the sidelines like thinking, hey man, shut up. Okay. I just spilt the soda like a dumbass. So excited. York, if you're watching this, could you bring me some napkins? Because I literally just spilled everything all over the place. This is so embarrassing. Okay. So it looks like I do need some weights, though, on this. So let's take a look at this. The question is, should you actually be buying a home right now? And I'm going to tell you this. A lot of real estate agents out there, including myself, you have no clue what the hell is going on. All I can do is just tell you what is going on right now. And if you got real estate agents out there, yes, right now is a good time to buy. You should be buying a home because rates are going to drop. And if rates drop, right, you can always refinance. The question is, how are you going to tell your clients that? How are you going to tell people that? What happens? You don't know if rates are going to drop. Do not trust a real estate agent. Yes, I'm saying that. Don't trust a real estate agent. Make the decision based upon your financial situation because rates may not drop. And let's just get real. So if you're out there saying that rates are going to drop, you should buy a home, how dare you? I'm pissed. Was that good? And I already know I'm going to get a lot of backlash from other real estate agents, but you know what? That's not who I am. I'm not the guy that's just going to, try to slam you in the deal. Look, I'm not that guy. I'm the guy that's just going to tell you how things really are. And if it makes financially sense for you to buy a home, then yes, you buy a home. Because the math never lies. So the question is, should I buy a home? So your payment's like $3,400 a month, right? Okay, let's take a look at the rentals right now. The rentals. So for a 1,800 square foot home, right? I can lease one right now for $2,100 a month. Average days on the market for a rental is 25 days. That is a very strong market. So, look, if you need to buy a home, then you buy a home. But if you're not too sure what you want to do, then you need to go rent a home. Now, also, the other thing is do not call me and ask if I do rentals because I'm going to disclose right now, I don't do any rentals whatsoever, okay? Any comments that we have so far?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Okay, I mean,
Some of them probably can't read, but
is that what they're saying? I can't read?
No. A lot of them are some that we shouldn't read on here.
Okay, what is it like foul language?
Yeah, no. Let's see. Let's go and look.
Let's get some of
Buy
this.
cheaper. Rent will cost you more in time. Someone is saying.
Okay, so let's analyze this. Okay. Would you pay $3,300 a month or $2,100 a month? It's going to cost you more, okay? Let's do the math. Let's say if you're going to stay for 10 years. If you stay in a property, right? The problem with renting is this. You can always pivot at any time because it really depends on your situation. But if you buy it and you spend $3,300 a month and you're not too sure if you're going to move or not, then you shouldn't be doing it because now you can't just liquidate your property because you're stuck. Because the market dictates if you are nimble enough to move out of that property, right? And you also have to take a look. $3,300 a month. The average household income is $80,000. That's over $36,000 a year from your income. For me, it just doesn't make any sense. Not only that, try not making a payment on your mortgage. Seriously, what will happen? 30-day notice, 60 days, notice of default, 90, go into foreclosure. Yeah, that's right. Now, on the flip side is, yes, there are some tax deductions that you can get, but again, you would have to run the numbers. Is it really worth your situation? It's an all case-by-case basis. My job is to make sure for you to think about these things and make the right decision versus to have some douchebag on the other side, just like myself, telling you it's a great time to buy. It is a good time to buy, guys. If you guys are interested, give me a call. Not only that, this makes good entertainment as well. What else? Other comments do we have? Do you have any other comments? Like, come on, man.
There's a lot of comments.
Okay, so there's a lot of comments.
Yeah. Do you want to read there's a guy that's like going off on here. He's like, do you know what's going on around the world? War.
Yeah, duh. Of course. And how does that impact us? Right? How does it impact us? Because we end up printing more and more money. And if you take a look at today's inverted yield curve, how does a treasury bond on a 3-year pay more than a 10-year? All right. I don't even want to go down this road because that's not what this is about because all this is going to do is really piss me off, okay?
Yeah. They're talking about the hotel's fees too. How it plays a part in all this.
What hotel fees?
I don't know. Let's read this comment right here.
Yeah, let's.
It says, why hotels across Las Vegas Strip hotel fees cost way more than the actual room rates, which means if I want to stay for 7 days, I'd be spending double the amount per night because the high fees.
Hey, John, I thought they regulated that, didn't they? Where they actually had to show you what the total fees are?
Uh-huh. Yeah, they did. I know they boosted the fees like for like the Allegiant Stadium or something like that, right? Or like a hotel.
Yeah. Hey, you know what that is, man? That's what you call fucking clickbait. I'm sorry for swearing, guys. I don't want to be swearing because that's something I got to work on. Yeah. But it's almost like a clickbait where like, okay, you go through the whole process. It's just like, you know, flying on an airline, right? You book a ticket. Next thing you know, you got baggage. You got all this. Like, dude. Just tell me the total price, guys.
Yeah. That's how airlines is like that, especially. You're like, oh, a flight for $35, but you end up spending like $150.
But I think that's also getting regulated too by the federal government. So, high rises.
Somebody said it's a good time to buy if you have cash, not paying 8% interest.
Now, as far as cash, buying cash, look, it doesn't matter if you buy cash or you finance. What matters is your situation. Excuse me, I just burped. It just matters what your situation is, what your game plan is. What is it that you're looking to do? What are you looking to accomplish? How long are you going to stay in the property? What is your, exit strategy? I just lost my train of thought.
Because I think we're going too far. Like
I know we're going too far with this.
Because it's like one second is about airlines, and the other
I know.
It's like the interest rate.
You know what? This is the ADD in me. But you know what? I'm also having fun because this is also like a test run too as well. Okay. Also, you know what? Once we start wrapping this up, I will throw you the sign. You're gonna turn on the music.
Okay.
And as I'm wrapping it up, you'll turn up the volume or the music a little bit louder.
Yeah.
Then from that, you'll just take the mouse and hit stop the record and stop the live stream as well, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys, like I said, this is just a test run.
Diet Coke 2, Chakits 0.
I know. No, hey, talking about that ADD, let me know in the comments below. Are we talking about Diet Coke or Coke Zero? I'm a Coke Zero kind of guy. But anyway, let's move on to Highrise because we're running out of time. So Highrises right now, if you guys are planning to buy a Highrise, okay, the median price point for a Highrise that's around 900 square feet was actually listed at for $475,000. They are actually closing higher at $487,000. Now, this is where you're going to pay price per square foot. $502 a square foot. Average days on the market is 30 days. Now, you get 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and that's more for a smaller size. Now, if you're going to go to like a 2 bedroom, now you're going to be paying about $800,000. And that's at $560 a square foot. But here's the thing. Not only that, you have to think about the HOAs. Majority of these HOAs are going to be roughly about $800 or even more, depending on the size of the unit. So, I mean, at this price point, I would rather just buy a house for investment purposes if I had to pick one. But again, whatever floats your boat, it is what it is. All right, the next one.
What's easier to get a renter in? If you buy like a condo or like a house?
It would be a house.
It would be a house.
And let's say if you have a 4-bedroom, a 4-bedroom would be more desirable than a 3-bedroom. And here's why. Because when you start having 4 to 5 bedrooms, the strategic play on that, right? Especially if you're in a good school zone, once you have a family that moves in, and just say the dad works, once he's there, he's probably not going to move, right? Because it's harder to go find another rental like that. And it's almost kind of like you're gridlocking the consumer into a house. Does that make sense? Because you don't want to move, right?
Yeah, because you got schools, you got all that stuff.
Exactly. So that's more of the strategic plan, right? But if you have a 3-bedroom, but he already has 2 kids and he's about to pop off 1 more, then you'll run into some trouble.
Yeah, he's looking for a bigger house.
Yes. So for me, my play is always 3 to 4. Anything above that, then the house just gets way too big, and the numbers just don't make any sense in today's market. And I'm not saying that you can't find a deal. As far as like, flip deals, you could definitely find some flip deals because I got friends right now, they're buying like flip properties and they're making a killing off of it. Now, as far as like cash flow properties, good luck. It's going to be very hard. Okay. Condos. These are detached. So solds right now, looks like the average list price today was $225,000. The closing price, sales price right now, $222,000 at $250 a square foot. Average days on the market is 17 days. Now you get 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and 1,000 square feet. However, you're probably going to get a carport. Now, talking about a carport. These are assigned carports. Now, if you have a garage, that will also be assigned. Make sure to read that contract, okay? So let's take a look at this. Same scenario. We're going to run the numbers again. $222,000 for a condo. And you guys can get this app online. I wonder if I should just create my own app. Calculator app, right? 3% down at 7.5%. So you're putting down $7,000. Your monthly payments, $1,700. Now let's take a look at the rentals. Okay? I could buy a home for $1,700.
That's a house or a condo?
No, a condo. I'm sorry.
All right.
So right now, a condo is $1,500.
Dang, dude. I remember when I moved here in 07, $700 I paid for my rent.
Oh, did you really?
2-bedroom condo.
Do they actually hear you on there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. So if you wanted to rent one right now, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,240 square feet. 1,024 square feet for $1,500 a month. Average days on the market now for the rental, 32 days. So here's the thing. We're only about, $200 off? Now, this probably would make sense. Here's why. First of all, if you're going to live in the property for some time, and you know you could possibly rent this out in the near future, right? And let's say you're planning on living here for 3 years, but you're going to scale up to another home. With the tax deductions on here, it absorbs that $200. So you're the head of the game on this. So if you're in that situation, then this may work for you. So I would say, yes, this works. Then I would probably lean towards more buying. But again, depending on your strategy. Let's look at some townhomes. Townhomes right now, the median price point is at $341,000. What do you get? 1,417 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Okay. The average days on the market is 20 days. The price per square foot is $237 price per square foot. Now, I want to take a look at this. We're going to use our calculator again. At $340,000, 3% down, 7.5%, $2,600 payment, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Now, if we look at a rental for a townhome, 1,800 square feet, which is more square footage, 400 square feet more, 27 days on the market, you get 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, right? I'm sorry, I misled you with the square footage. It's the exact same square footage. It's actually $1,800 a month. So I would actually rent a townhome right now versus buying a townhome and paying, $2,600 versus $1,800 a month. Talking about rentals, right now with the rental sector, people are shopping around and the rentals are moving pretty quickly. And if you are not able to get your property rented out, it's probably because it's priced too high. Okay. Normally with my rentals, what I do is I price mine about $100 lower than everybody else. A lot of my investor friends says don't do that. I would have to disagree. Let me give you an example. If the average rent is $2,000 a month and mine is $19,000, yes, I'm taking a $1,200 loss. But what eventually happens is when your tenant decides to shop around, they want to save some money. So they're probably going to go somewhere else. But by keeping $100 low, they realize that if they move, it's going to cost them a certain dollar amount, and it's just not worth it. And it's better just to keep it the way it is or stay there. And for me, why would I try to force rents to go up, knowing that if I'm trying to save $1,200, as soon as they move, the vacancy rate could be anywhere from 30 to 60 days. If that's the case, now I just lost $1,900 every single month. So that doesn't make any sense, okay? Let's talk about multifamily for all you investors out there. All the people contacting me, hey, man, I'm looking for investment property, multifamily, because a lot of you guys want to get into multifamily. So according to traditional financing, you can get up to 4 units, right? So if you had an FHA, VA, or conventional at 3% down, 5% down, 10% down, whatever it is, up to 20% down, says you can get a detached single-family residence, condo, townhome, right? You can get duplex, triplex, and a fourplex. What's great about this is that you're only leveraging out 20% because anything above 5 units, right? Now, sometimes they want 25%, and it's harder to get financing. And if you're going to get a 5-unit, the math doesn't make sense. When you get into multifamily, you got to do at least 40 units. And that's like literally like super small scale. Multifamily right now is going for about $600,000, but they're selling for about $545,000. Let's take a look at that. Okay, and I think that's still overpriced. So $545, divide that by 4 units. You're paying now $136 a unit. Before it used to be about $150. Dude, the math doesn't make any sense at $136 per unit. And I look at multifamily all the time, and I notice a lot of these units looks like they put lipstick on a pig. You know what I'm talking about. It's just not worth it. That's pretty much all I have for today. John, let's read some comments. Do you have any comments that we could talk about, or should we wrap it up already?
Yeah, there's it's all the same stuff that we already went over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's play that music. And that should have been the cue. I should have told you. All right, guys. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in. If you guys like our new setup, please let us know. Yeah. Also, if you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe to our second channel, please check out our second channel. That actually helps us out. I'm trying to grow that channel. We're about to hit 10,000 followers. So if you guys are just like into like real estate business, it's just a great place to go, because I really show you my life and what's going on with the team and how everything works. I literally tell you guys everything. I'm a straight shooter. Also, check us out on Instagram too as well. Also, in the link in the description below, we are literally getting a bunch of standing inventory properties. I literally had one 3-story home that was listed for $919,000. Now it's selling for $719,000. That is correct. Builders had contacted me and said, hey, let's liquidate this thing. However, I looked at the property. I was like, dude, you guys ain't got shit in here. I understand why you're liquidating it, right? Now, give me a call, because there are deals out there, and the deals that I'm getting directly through the builder is a lot better on the resale side. So reach on out to me. I can show you exactly what I can do to help you guys out. Other than that, I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really, really do. Other than that, until next time, I'm Chakits.